Breaking tonight, 24 hours after the truth was at last revealed about what Hillary Clinton knew and didn't know about the terrorist attack that killed 4 Americans in Benghazi, Libya. And the major media outlets have not only ignored the single biggest piece of news to emerge from yesterday's hearings, they have declared Hillary Clinton victorious. This despite clear-cut evidence she and other administration officials repeatedly misled the American people in the days and weeks after the terror attack. Welcome to the Kelly File, everyone. I'm Megyn Kelly. Notice anything different? It was just over 3 years ago. The Obama administration, in the throes of a fierce re-election fight, one based partly on their claim that bin Laden was dead and al-Qaeda was on the run. And on September 11th, 2012, 11 years to the day after the 9/11 attacks, terrorists stormed the U.S. consulate in Benghazi and attacked a CIA annex, killing 4 Americans, including our ambassador. 1 day later, Hillary Clinton discussed the attack, blaming it on demonstrators who tried to justify their violence on an anti-Muhammad video. Watch.
Some have sought to justify this vicious behavior along with the protest that took place at our embassy in Cairo yesterday as a response to inflammatory material posted on the internet.
2 days after that, with the bodies of the victims just feet away, the families of the dead say Mrs. Clinton again blamed the video.
We've seen rage and violence directed at American embassies over an awful internet video that we had nothing to do with.
In fact, Charles Woods, the father of Benghazi victim Tyrone Woods, took notes immediately after his talk with Mrs. Clinton that day. And today he produced a copy to the media. They read, quote, "We are going to have the filmmaker arrested who was responsible for the death of your son." And indeed, this talking point about protesters incensed by a video in Benghazi leading to the deaths of 4 Americans was repeated again and again and again by administration officials.
We don't have and did not have concrete evidence to suggest that this was not in reaction to the film. We have no information to suggest that it was a pre-planned attack.
What happened this week in Cairo, in Benghazi, and many other parts of the region
Tunisia, Khartoum,
was a result, a direct result of a heinous and offensive video.
The natural protests that arose because of the outrage over the video were used as an excuse by extremists.
The families did not believe it. Those at the Benghazi consulate challenged it. And the media, mostly Fox News, dug deeper into the story. Eventually it was revealed there were no protests in Benghazi that night, none. And the attack was a pre-planned terrorist attack, not an out-of-control demonstration over a video. But even then the administration denied it, sticking to their talking points about a video that was to blame. We later learned it was the White House that had advised officials in the administration to say this, underscoring that the blame had to go to the video and not to U.S. policy. That's in writing in a memo that was revealed. And then yesterday, for the first time, a bombshell. Hillary Clinton, in her own words, admitting what so many have known all along, that this was not about a video or a protest or demonstration, that this was a terrorist attack 56 days before a presidential election. For the first time, the public saw an email detailing a conference call Hillary Clinton had on September 12th, 2012, with the Egyptian Prime Minister. Her words? "We know that the attack in Libya had nothing to do with the film. It was a planned attack, not a protest. And that based on the information we saw today, we believe the group that claimed responsibility for this was affiliated with al-Qaeda." She knew the film was not to blame, and yet she and others looked into the cameras and again told us a different story. And yet, to watch most of the media today, you would think we never saw that email yesterday. To the contrary, the messaging today was uniformly, "She won. It is over. Move on."
We're thrilled it's Friday, but does Hillary Clinton want the week to end? The week that could mark one of, if not the best, of her presidential campaign.
I tweeted out while this was in progress. The longer she sits there, the better it is for her.
Hillary Clinton and congressional Republicans and Democrats sparred all day yesterday in Benghazi hearings that could only be seen, at least in terms of theatrics, as a TKO for Hillary Clinton. It wasn't even a close call.
I said she was going to make monkeys out of them. It was predictable, and she did.
Look at this from MSNBC. Clinton emerges unscathed after GOP failure. The Washington Post. Republicans land only glancing blows in day-long rehash. USA Today. No clear wins for GOP at Benghazi hearing. And the Huffington Post. Republicans fail to take down Hillary Clinton after 11-hour Benghazi hearing.